Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's topic: end the debate. Stop the debate. Hush on the debate. Josh Allen and Dak Prescott are not Lamar Jackson. And look, we're going to get into their poultry performances and everything other than such. But I'm going to rip these notions apart this show because it needs to be said. You see, they're not going to say it on your first takes and Undisputeds, but I will. You know why? Because those same shows are the ones that helped build the foundation for the narrative in which I am going to destroy today. So let's get into it, okay? Yesterday, the Bengals faced up against the Bills. They went to the Bills' house. Mind you, it was pretty much a snowstorm. Snowing, they couldn't see anything. There were actual times where they were saying that Damar Hamlin was up in the booth. And they were trying to show him, and all you saw was a silhouette of a human being. Matter of fact, you couldn't even really make it out that it was a silhouette of a human being. It could have been a mer person or even an alien for all I know. But they said that was Damar Hamlin. It could have been a clone. Because there was no clarity in it because there was that much snow. And you would think that would benefit the Buffalo Bills. No, sirree, Bob, it did not. The Buffalo Bills came out of that game looking lackadaisical. They came out looking inept. And to make matters worse, their QB played absolutely horrible. And the stat sheet doesn't even do justice to just how putrid his performance was. And I'm going to get into it like this. Josh Allen's big hype up was that he is a physical specimen. He has all of the arm strength to throw a football through the side of a battleship. You need an arm like that so it can cut through all of the inclement weathers that will be in Buffalo. Did that ball look like it was just cutting through? No, it did not, right? Josh Allen, for the entire game, I'm going to break this down, was 25 of 42, 265 passing yards, 1 interception. It should have been 3 interceptions. 2 of them were dropped. And he had 8 carries for 26 yards and 1 touchdown. There was even a part, so the whole team together mustered 10 points. 10 points. I want to remind everybody that this team has talent all around it. The only person that was injured that you could say is on the defensive line. What's his name from Denver? I forgot his name, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That's what was really missing. They came out there like the only player that looked like they were out there to win, not just went to dominate, was Stephon Diggs. And he ended up yelling at Josh Allen. Josh Allen just looked like he was just ignoring him. Like, oh, yeah, whatever, I just want to get out of the cold. I don't feel good. This is not where I want to be. They brought back Damar Hamlin. After the game, they said, oh, they got everybody's little gold pendants, right, to wear Damar Hamlin's number on it. I think the number 3 or whatever for everybody there, right? In remembrance of him, even though he showed up for the game. And I'm like, wow, that literally signified how much points your team put up in the second half. And the Bills, this is why it makes it worse. The Bills had multiple opportunities to cash in the red zone. At the end of the first half, at the beginning, it was 3 and out so quick in the second half. Then they go all the way driving and they stall at the 35 because Josh Allen missed Diggs twice and he missed Gabriel Davis twice for open. Those are touchdowns. This is your king? The reason why I'm bringing all this up is because I'm not hearing enough vitriol. I'm not hearing enough diatribe from people explaining why Josh Allen should be a running back or a fullback. Matter of fact, he's kind of tall. What about a tight end? And then you look at one name of Lamar Jackson, who has to do it himself. I was laughing watching the game because I'm like, I can't believe just how lackadaisical the Bills look. And look, people are gonna say, well, it's not on the quarterback to get him up to ready to play. That's on the coach. That is very true. That's a coaching problem. But I will counteract that by saying this: even if the teammates are playing like it is, the quarterback can still try to put them on their back. We watched Lamar Jackson put up 500 yards of total offense by himself in a game where his team dropped accumulation of 4 touchdown catches. They dropped 4 of them, absolute drops. And they blamed him for the loss. So now you expect me to give Josh Allen a pass? They're saying that he don't have weapons. Let's go. They're saying right now that Josh Allen doesn't have enough weapons. Bruh. Do you know, listen, this is why it's so frustrating being a Ravens fan. Because how dare you say that? Oh, after Stephon Diggs, we don't got nobody. Gabriel Davis is a nobody? Gabriel Davis is trash? Shut up. The only receiving core that you can definitively right now say is better than what the Bills have would be, Cincinnati, Philly. Who else? They don't got weapons. He don't got enough weapons. This is why I keep trying to tell people. We already knew who and what Josh Allen was, because without those weapons, he looked like straight garbage. And everyone's like, well, quarterbacks need weapons. Then why are you so against Lamar getting weapons? Oh, a real quarterback don't. When it comes to Lamar, a real QB can make anybody look good. And I'm supposed to celebrate this guy? No, what I'm going to do is hold him to the same standard you hold Lamar to. They're not the same player. Lamar does way more with less. And he competes with these guys. You're going to try to tell me after watching that game that the Ravens with the healthy Lamar couldn't beat these teams? And oh yeah, then we're going to go to Dakota Prescott. Listen, bro, another person who they had over Lamar Jackson. I'm going to go to his game, right? Because Lord God have mercy on my soul. How? This man went 23 of 37 from the field, right? For completions, only 206 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, and 2 interceptions. And I'm pretty sure he had a fumble too. That was recovered if I'm not mistaken. 4 carries for 22 yards. That was Dak Prescott. You know what? To all Dallas fans out there, as long as McCarthy is your coach, you're not winning anything. So, if you want to hear something I got to say to Jerry Jones, you tried and you failed. Dak Prescott's just not that guy. Better luck next year. You think these guys, you know what? Everyone's going to say I'm a hater. They're going to say, no, I'm just a Lamar apologist. A lapologist. That's what they're going to say I am, right? So I'm going to go and say this, right? If the Dallas Cowboys had Lamar Jackson last night, do they win that game? If the Bills had Lamar Jackson last night, do they win that game? You see how it's starting to turn? Because these QBs are proving that they need the elite of the elite talent around them to be successful. They cannot keep you and deliver you as a Lamar Jackson can with less, because they're not that, they're just talent level. They're just not comparable to him. They're just not. They are just not. Matter of fact, I'm going to do one even better. Jalen Hurts, with the same amount of offensive talent around him as Josh Allen had in his first 2 years, made the playoffs and had better statistics than Josh Allen in his first 2 years. But you don't want no one to say that. You notice how when the narrative goes to Jalen, it's because he has so much help, that's why he's good. But you're not going to say that about Herbert? You're not going to say that about Burrow? You're not even going to say that about Brock Purdy? And you think these guys are better than Lamar? Let me tell you something right now. This is why it frustrates me to have these conversations with some even Raven fans, right? Because all Lamar Jackson has done, it's proven, is that he is a winner. I want to remind everybody, right? Last year, right before he got injured, right? We were leading. That's with all the injuries that happened to that team. The defense was decimated. Offensive line decimated. Lamar Jackson on suit every second. Someone flying out at him at full speed. They were the number one team in the AFC. And they had one of the harder schedules in the AFC. That's all with a Joe Burrow, with a Patrick Mahomes, with a Josh Allen, with a Justin Herbert, with a Derek Carr. This year, before he got injured, he was one game out of first place for the entire AFC, and we were leading the AFC North while holding the tiebreaker with the Bengals because we already beat them with Lamar. He gets hurt. We go, 2-3? I actually heard, there's a guy on Twitter called, I think, Flockville. And he said, Brock Purdy has proved that you can win with a very low-quality quarterback, 4th, 5th-round quarterback, and you don't need a quarterback that's worth $250 million. And I laughed. Actually, you can go look at the tweet. I laughed and said, you're funny because you're being facetious and disingenuous. You said all of that without mentioning that he has offensive talent littered all over the field. Top 2 linemen. Top 2 tight end. Top 5 wide receiver. Ayuk. We didn't even mention CMC, who is also a slot receiver when you split him out. And then that defense is absolutely gangbusters. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Just stop. Stop the debate. They are not Lamar. Lamar can consistently do more with less. So mathematically, that would mean he could do more with more. I left watching those 2 games sickened because the teams, it's like the quarterbacks quit. It looked like Josh Allen gave up by the 3rd quarter. It looked like he gave up. It looked like he was just like, all right, we lost this one. Let's just take it on the thing. It's a learning situation. The only player that looked like they still wanted to fight, even in the 4th quarter, like they were like, yo, no, we can come back. Because he's been part of some amazing comebacks. Diggs. He's like, we just have to continue to fight. Anything can happen to the NFL. We got time. All right. Look at Josh Allen. Go look up you look at him. I didn't post that image on here. He's like, come on, let's go. Josh Allen head down. Okay, I'll try. He's better than Lamar. And then the excuse that he gets is that he doesn't have the offensive talent that he should have. Gabriel Davis would be a number 1 on my team. And I'm supposed to be okay with them just giving him excuses when the same excuses are never given to a Lamar Jackson. Dak Prescott got amazing money, got weapons, got a running game, got a championship level defense. And he's a turnover machine. And these are the guys that you have over Lamar Jackson. These are the guys that you say you'd rather build a franchise with. These are the guys that you say are better going forward. I'm going to keep saying this. Joe Burrow, even him. The only QB that I would definitively put over Lamar Jackson is Patrick Mahomes. And that's because his accolades speak for themselves. 5 AFC championship games, 2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 Super Bowl win, Super Bowl MVP, regular season MVP, 50 touchdown passes. Like, his accolades speak for themselves. And they are already saying that Joe Burrow is better than him. You don't think there's a problem with that? Let's be real. Patrick Mahomes lost Tyreek Hill. We all, including me, thought that he would have some slippage. And even after that, with Joe Burrow with the weapons he has, he's the better quarterback. I'm telling you, man, these narratives have to stop. They have to stop. They're already running with Joe Burrow might be the best quarterback in the NFL. How? How, yo? How? How? Shut up! That man has 3 legit guys that force you to play defense a certain way on his squad. And to make it worse, with all of that littered talent, Tyler Huntley outplayed him except for that stupid fumble. If you want to take it a step further, Tyler Huntley played better than what Josh Allen did yesterday. Jesus, God. Tyler Huntley played better against the Bengals than Josh Allen did. So we're just going to call Huntley better than Josh Allen at this point? Yeah. Narrative stops now. Lamar, with the talent that some of these guys have, would absolutely run the league. He would absolutely dominate the league. He's never had a weapon that's been either the best, right, after the position, or saying that the weapon is absolutely unguardable. He's never had something like that. Mark Andrews is a good piece. He's not unguardable. Like, let's be real. He's not, and I'm tired of people telling me that he's not George Kittle and he's not Kelsey. He's just not. Kelsey's yak is ridiculous. You could throw Kelsey a 2-yard pass right here. He'll turn it into 15. And he'll keep doing it. So you can nickel and dime teams. Bop, there it goes. Go. Bop, there go. And then he's lethal in the red zone. Lethal. And I'm not even going to get into George Kittle because now Brock Purdy's under there and is actually willing to throw him the ball. George Kittle's looking absolutely unstoppable. So Lamar's never had that at his disposal. It's always been Lamar, buy time, and make something special happen. And if he doesn't, he's garbage. If he does, oh, he's great. There's never nothing in between, you know. Because he has to be elite every game. The games that you're seeing Joe Burrow put up even against the Ravens, if Lamar usually puts up a game like that, they lose. The game that, that Brock Purdy even put up yesterday, Lamar would probably lose that game. Because they need more production. Because he's the best player, most dynamic player on the squad. He just can't just give the ball to another player and say, go handle some of the load. Brock Purdy's giving it to CMC, go handle some of the load. Debo, go handle some of the load. Kittle, go handle some of the load. Ayuk, go handle some of the load. And defense, knock them in their mouth. But you expect me to put these guys on the level of Lamar? It won't ever happen. And that was another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Get out of here, man. I'm tired of these people, man, acting like they on Lamar's level. It's ridiculous. But once again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're hearing me. You know I appreciate that. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and always leave a comment. We love talking with each other in the comment section. It does a lot. It helps out, and we have fun doing it. And before I close out, I actually want to say thank you to Eric Plummer, who donated $5 to the channel. Thank you, Mr. Plummer. And I will be using the money to help build the content. And I also want to say a thank you to Tez Bowles, who also sent a $5 donation through CashApp. I want to thank you guys for investing in this show, in this content, and I will continue to deliver the best content possible, and I will keep coming every day, 24/7, 365. So I just want to give a shout out to you guys, and I want to give a shout out to everyone else that's watching. Thank you once again. If you would like to leave a donation like those two gentlemen, right down here at the bottom of the screen is a QR code to the Cash App. If you need the Cash App, the actual wording for it, it's Cash App in the description, Cash App, $, The Wunderkind Show. So once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is Nitro signing off. And as always, you guys knows my slogan. Peace. And I'm out of here. Yeah!